Yeah, you're sharing.
Yeah.
And I'm ready.
All right, cool. All right, well, hopefully you guys had a good Sunday. We went on a hike a little bit, and holy crap, mosquitoes in Georgia are full force. So, so much fun for a good hike.
I went swimming and I'm dead tired now.
Well, I bet swimming will get you.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
kid was begging me.
Oh, you gotta do it, man. Especially when they're out of school. All right, let's see what we got. So obviously we got the bear pennant. Does anyone notice something else we got here? So I mentioned it today. I don't know if somebody caught it. So you got the range trade, right? On so if you look at this, I think that this is a little bit higher, 1470.44. So we'll just change it to that.
On 4 hour, isn't there a megaphone as well?
We'll check that. Yeah. So and then so this is your range, right? Between 470 and 44, we're kind of consolidating, and you guys see what happens if you were to break this 406. I mean, you'll be breaking a rising wedge on the daily, right? So that would mean that we are most likely going to revisit some of these on the bottom here in 380s, right? So it might not be a bad idea to scoop up some July 15th, maybe like 380 puts, and that's probably what I'm going to play. Maybe grab a handful of those tomorrow and just swing them, right? Because I did see a lot of action on SPY getting those kind of hit up from the OEI perspective and volume. So that's something I'm going to watch. And then if you look at 30 minutes here, you can see nicely double bottom. It hit the level right here perfectly for 1250. I think that was the level that I mentioned that we should go long on as well. And then here's the top, right? So 417, is the key upside. But then once you turn on your VPSV, let's see, they'll be able to tell, as we did today, if you guys recall, we have some, VPOCs to the downside that we probably will revisit if we break that wedge. So I'm just gonna mark them up quickly, and then we'll have the plan on SPY. So we'll do Control V on this guy. That's just too dangerous right here on SPY. Okay. So what do you guys think will happen if it breaks the range low here? What could happen? So think as a market maker, how do you trick retail? What could happen there? How many people do you guys think are watching the SPY level 406.93? So I'll make sure that I have the right one. Let's say 406.93 or 407. How many people do you guys think? Let's see. Let's just search SPY.
I think a ton of people are watching that level.
Okay, so let me just do latest. People making profits. That's good. There's SPY, so I don't know what this guy posts. So look through the levels and you'll see how many people are looking at the SPY. Although I don't feel like reading every chart right now. Earlier, I saw at least two people that I follow that posted that level. So look at that. So this guy's puts here. A lot of people are watching that level. So what they could do here, if you just look at this on 30 minutes, is they could go below this. And what do you think will happen at this VPOC? Is it could trap the shorts here and then literally turn around and bounce. And it could bounce all the way to the top side here, the Friday's POC, which should be 410.97. And then you have a level here as well, which is your VPOC at 415.61. I think it's a little less, if I remember. There it is. So that's something to watch tomorrow. I mean, if you want to scalp this tomorrow between, you have a nice dollar there, but you got to be wary, aware at least of this level here on the VPOC side. that it most likely is going to get a reaction. And then here you have a double XPOC with the VPOC. Most likely you're going to get a rejection there or support bounce there. Let's see, we got this guy here, and then a major VPOC on the bottom here. So I think it's fairly easy tomorrow. If we break that 406.93, watch for this level. If we break 405.74 tomorrow, then you know where we are headed, right? You have the 397, and if you even look at the candles right here, this kind of lines up here at 397.7. You can. Thanks, Drew.
Still working on it, but yeah.
So it has a level here at 397, just like, off of the candles that I'm looking to see where's the support. So this one here matches from the candles. This one here, pretty right on at 397. And I'm just looking to see if there's like a 400 level at any point here. There's 401. There's 399.46 that it could have. So if you guys look at it here, it has a little bit, but not much. So it could be that it's like right here. If you guys look at it, this one is pretty good because, it's previous support, then it broke through, and then it hit the resistance, and then it struggled. So you can just mark this one as previous support. And then watch what happens at that level. Not that it'll carry a lot of weight, but just good to know where it bounced and rejected before, as we showed today during the class. So we'll watch this tomorrow. If you're really aggressive tomorrow and you want to short, let's see. This is your level right here. 409.51 breaks. You can short that. Just make sure you get out somewhere. Let's see. Let me mark this up so you guys are aware. Aggressive short below 409.50 here. And if you really, really want to take your money down, you could probably drive it all the way down to about 406.93. And then if that breaks, then you have the VPOC. So that'd be your short entry. And then if you want to go long, just go long on the 4-hour high here. And the day high is going to be much higher. So 410. I would probably not go long until 412.50 is taken out. Safer bet 413 that I would wait for. Let me just look. So you have the 410, 415. I mean, this value, so this POC here is going to be trouble, like right here. You guys see that there's two of them. This is going to be a pretty big level. So that's something that I would watch on this. Probably move it up just to cover this right here. So it'd be 413.27 to go long. And that would probably encapsulate that D-shaped volume, yeah. So I'll watch 413.27, 415, and then 409 to about 406. Probably would get out at the 407 candle here, 407.07. So good play on SPY. Any questions? All right, let's look at Qs. Qs are still intact. I mean, we can just go over the levels, but all the levels seem to be right on so far. And for me here, let's see. Honestly, if this breaks right here below 304, we're going to hit this VPOC here at 300. So there's a $4 move that you can catch tomorrow on this guy. I would probably start scaling out around 301.5, and then it will go all the way to 299, most likely because of this VPOC. And I don't know if this is head and shoulders. It just looks too big.
Shorty, are you saying the trend line or that VPOC?
This here, right here, if it breaks, this is the break that we are looking for to short. We want to short right below 304. So you could get a bounce here or a short. If we dip below it, Then you wait for a little retest, and then you're gonna go down. We just look at 4 hours. So we're unable to go over this level, 309. Find the upside. Man, it's just been tight. This is really, really, really tight. Me personally, I would not take it till it breaks this zone here, 310. But that's just me. You probably find a more aggressive entry on this. You could play on 30 minutes here. You could play this. So if you play the trend line here, there's a little bit of room here. So if you play the high here, 306.91, that would be your aggressive buy on it. So this would be your aggressive go long, and then I will short below 304. Yep, so that'll be the plan on this one. And you just have to be careful. We need to break this range here. So even if you look at this on a daily, you see how tight this is. I mean, we popped up, and now we're really, really consolidating here. I mean, it's a pretty high upside range here, but if you take this candle out, I mean, you got 312 all the way to, what is it, like 304, 303.40. So, I mean, it's a pretty tight range that we got now. This is double bottom, so we really need to take out 315 to make this run all the way to 330. And if we take 315 out, this is easy money. Then we know what to do there. Okay, let's look at ES real quick. So we're kind of below this level. We're below this trend line here. And look at this, guys. What do you guys think will happen probably here tomorrow on ES right here?
Probably gonna tap that trend line, man, and come and reject back down to the VPOC.
There's a high chance, guys, that this might be the rejection here. I don't even know if the futures are up or what, but there's a high chance we might get that tomorrow. And then here, if you guys look on 30 minutes, you guys see what we got. So we got a nice little bear flag that's being built, right? So if you look at this, it's a bear pennant. And then if we break this one here, we just got to know where it's going to go to, right? So if it breaks 411, it has 471. And really, that's where the gates open up. Once we lose that, I think it's 40.50. Yeah, so you have this level. Let's see. Once you lose 471, and 40.50 really is that, oh, okay, we're throwing in the towel. And then you got this right here. Change this to black. So this will be your VPOC on ES. I'm just looking to see what kind of, and you guys see here from today's class, this was your short covering from here. Literally started all the way from here with short coverings. Celebrates 4,300. Oh, that's short covering. Yeah, this level is going to be super important here. You guys see it twice, right on the money here. So if somehow tomorrow, let's say we open below this, you want to wait for the push up and then basically play the short. And if you look at this POC here, so there is the little volume node, if you guys remember the volume cluster. There's one right here that we are looking for. So it could be also that we get a, let's say we get a dump tonight, that we break through this, right? We go to 3,900, and then it would literally give us free money if they push it all the way up here. It's literally easy short just based on volume profiles here. So this is 2x POC. You have a little bit of support at 4,000. Double X, well, this one is triple X POC here. So 414 has triple X. It's a big one. Yep, so you should be aware of this level here. I'll delete that. So I would just play this bear flag all the way up to here. So 41, let's say 14, if that breaks, just so you know your levels, but we're live right now, so it doesn't make sense for me to tell you, what are the levels. If we push it all the way up to here, then we look short there. If we open below here, and if we open in the range, then we'll have to figure out what type of day we're having and kind of go from there. Let me just see, 4 hours. So we're in a massive, you guys see that we had a higher high, now we got the lower highs. I mean, this is a massive consolidation right here. Yeah, see that? So you have a bear flag here and an overall bull pennant right here. And yeah, this, if we go below 450, you can literally make 45 basis points on SPX with your eyes closed. So, and I remember 495. So if you really want to short this and be aggressive, you can short it below 495. I think it was 498 last time we said, but 495 probably a little bit easier to short. And then you can short that to 471. And if that breaks, then you can short that to, about maybe 12 points, which is not worth it. But then if we lose that 40.59, 40.50s, whatever you prefer, then we have a nice little dump 50 points on ES. Any questions on this before we move? Let's see what we got on NQ. So there's a nice little trend line here if you guys look at it. So if we break this, let me see, what is this trend line? It's not good. So if we break this right here, then you have your first target would be the bottom of this trend where we kind of found support. This is where the liquidity seems to be. It would probably be around this level here, 12,375. So it's a lot of points here. If we have to break this, are the futures up or down? Like, oh, I can't tell based on this. Slightly up, not much. And then even if you look at smaller time frames, you're bear flagging. Yeah, this looks really, really deadly here. Below 12,443 here has potential to really dump. And if you want to play aggressively, not that. Below 12.5, this becomes fairly easy to 12.44, so you get 60 points to the previous low. Here, And then after that, you have that level that we talked about earlier, which is, I think it was here. I would say about 1239, and then I guess the VPOC right here. See. So this is going to be really nice level, 12,300. It's going to be crucial for them. So aggressive short here. A little bit less aggressive here. If you're able to break this, I would say you can go long 12,605. If we're able to take that out, it'd probably be good to go long on that. And you might catch a nice move all the way up to the trend line, which would line up with what? The nice POC 1, 2, 3 days ago, right? So you would look at this as your exit. So 1273, 12736 would be your exit, and your entry 12606. Probably push it all the way to the top. And that's a V-shaped volume too, so be a nice rejection. Okay, so any questions on NQ? Q is recovered. SPX the only one remaining. Let's check this guy. So I do think we have a little bit of ways to go before, if you want to call this falling wedge, plays out. I would not be shocked if this. Let me just check. You guys see how all of these, you see the small cap, where did they come? This is pre-COVID highs, right? Look where we bounced from. You guys see that? So your small cap bounce on pre-COVID highs, your SPX never even came close to pre-COVID highs. So that 13,385, or maybe what is it, 13,393 was the level. Yeah, we could be headed right now on that, guy, and I would probably agree with that. So the way it could work, if it kind of goes here, traps on longs, go here, and then you get a nice little flush. That would be probably, I'm not saying it's going to be a 3-step move, but that's something that I would look out for between these lines. It's going to respect these lines a lot, so use them. Maybe we got that on the weekly. This is your weekly high. And you guys see that we're ranging here nicely as well. So look at this. 4177 to 4075. So we kind of want to short below right here. And this should be our weekly high. Go long. And then find out what levels to go for. This one here. And when you're trading SPX, make sure that you have your, ES levels lined up as well. So earlier we said, 40.59 was the level on ES. Well, this one kind of matches that, right? So this level here is probably going to be pretty strong. This should be the double XPOC. So what I mean by that, if you look at this, this is a previous low. Now, if we come here, it would still make a higher low compared to this one. So that would be kind of still up, right? Any questions on this, SPX? And tomorrow, if you're feeling, you feel aggressive, below this, you can short it all the way to 40.75. That's where the 498 came from. So I'll definitely watch this tomorrow. If you're able to break that trend line, that would give you a little bit more confirmation that we're going to go down tomorrow. Because if you look, this channel is pretty nice here, right? So we got inside the channel, we retested it, we came back again, retested it. So if we get up to here somehow, if we don't, dump overnight or whatever they're planning on doing, there's a high chance that you probably get another bounce of 40.75. And if you look here, I'm on 65-minute chart. You see that the buyers showed up every single time on this level, right? They were here. They're defending this one here. And you see now they're defending these higher levels here, but they're not letting it dip below this 40.75 or 40.99. I'm sorry. And then even this guy here, as soon as they dipped below it here, this candle never got followed through, and now they've been pushing kind of higher on that side. So that's why this level is crucial. And then you have a little bit of meat here. If you want to short that, you can. Or let's see, tomorrow is the 6th. So probably between 1 and maybe I would say it might happen. The big move probably happens later in the day tomorrow. Just looking at how we are opening. If we open push up to the high, we probably reject that any VPOC that we have or any POC that you have here, which we do. You reject them right here, and you would look short the bounce. Okay, any questions on SPX? That is a bearish harami. Yeah. All right, guys. Any questions on the key 4 that we're watching for tomorrow?
No, thank you.
Alrighty, well, I'll look at my calendar, see if I can hop on live tomorrow. Mondays are usually crazy in the corporate world of meetings, but hopefully I'll get a chance to hop on tomorrow and trade. I'll probably rather join the afternoon than the morning session tomorrow, and I don't know the calendar. Let me see what Dumpster posted. Nothing tomorrow, so we might have a trending day tomorrow. Tuesday is going to be really interesting. Yeah, the trade balance is going to be really telling. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I'm gonna hop off, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Shorty.
Shorty. Thank you.
All right, bye, guys.